The Oyster River is a 17-mile-long river starting in Barrington, New Hampshire, flowing southeast through Lee, then east-southeast through Durham before ending at the Mill Pond Dam where it enters the Great Bay. The portion of the river that is freshwater is 14.1 miles long, and the portion that is tidal river is 2.9 miles long. The Oyster River was named after oyster beds found by the early pioneers arriving here. They referred to this area as the Oyster River Plantation. The first falls on the Oyster River was at Lane's Mill in Lee, called Newton's Sawmill. That was erected around 200 years ago and it was used as a sawmill. At the second falls, a grist mill was built around the early 1800s named the Snell Mill. The mills were mainly used as saw and grist. Out of all the mills built on the Oyster River, the only one that is still standing is the Mill Pond Mill and Dam in Durham, New Hampshire. Dams being built caused the river's natural flow to be disrupted, changing the natural occurrences that were tied to the river's ecosystems. The Oyster River was also used to bring logs for masts from local towns. The logs were rolled down the Oyster River to the bay and later brought to what is now Concord. Before the 1800s, the settlers built dams as well as cleared the forests for their farmland. As the forests began to diminish, the soil that was usually held in place by the tree roots began to wash into the river, causing its water to fill with waste. This continued, and by the 1800s, ships heading out of the bay and towards the ocean were unable to reach Durham Landing except during extremely high tides. Settlers saw the Oyster River as a form of protection and necessity, needing the water to keep their settlement alive and to prosper. The water was a way of using a natural resource for producing necessities for an agricultural society. The mills along the Oyster River were mainly used as grist mills. These mills are used to grind corn and flour.
While grist and sawmills produced many resources for the people of the town, they also caused a fair amount of downsides, such as the rapid change in ecosystem. The whole damming process caused changes in the water quality, which had a large effect on the area. An example, there is now less than 1% of the historical oysters in the river due to recurring changes in the water quality over the years. The damming gradually diminished the population of the oysters. Because of these many influences, Durham to this day continues to grow as a town and community. It is home to the University of New Hampshire. Winnicut River is 9.1 miles long, that rises at the northern outlet of Lyne Swamp in Northampton and flows north through Greenland, New Hampshire, and crosses Route 33. From there it becomes a tidal river, for the remaining miles until it reaches the Great Bay. The first dam, mill pond, and sawmill to be built on the Winnicut River were all constructed by Philip Lewis and Isaac Cole around 1660, near what is now the intersection of River and Route 33. From 1670 to 1790, 7 sawmills and grist mills were built along the upper Winnicut River. In the early 18th century, additional mills were constructed further up the Winnicut, about 1 mile south of the river's Route 33 intersection. Unlike other dams and mills, these didn't have large towns grow up around them. They did help the local lumbering and agricultural communities.